how are you? Today is Friday, so that is the fashion on my channel videos. Today I'm going to talk about the Excentrique's new Nightmare Theater release. This is for the autumn collection of 2016 for Excentrique. First I want to say Excentrique actually redid the way they did this, so before you would have to wait for like a slideshow to happen of all this, of all the releases, and now it's actually just bam, all there once. They did that with all the other releases too and the catalog, so that was just really fun and really awesome. I really like that. Some of these have already been released. There's this really cute little sailor dress, which I think they have a lot of times, which I thought was really cute. I like the blue version, but not my style, but I thought that was cute. They have this cape jacket. There's a lot of like boy releases with this Nightmare Circus. There's a lot of Nightmare Theater things. I kind of don't see Nightmare Theaters. I see a lot more like boy sailory themed kind of almost, so I don't quite get the Nightmare Theater. So they have that cape jacket thing, which I think is really fun. Like, who does not want a cape? Because capes are awesome. Like, they have this corset that is a print of playing cards, which I thought was neat, but I totally think I've seen this before. Like, I'm not the only one that thinks they've seen this before from Excentrique. And I have this new regimental stripe. They always have regimental stripes. That's just something this brand does all the time, like their corset skirts, which we'll see later on. This one has a new white and gold, which I thought was really nice, and a goldish blue, kind of tan blue, which just reminds me of like my high school colors, so that's not fun. I have a dress and a skirt version. I think the skirt looks really cute, but I think the dress kind of looks old maidish, and you know, Excentrique, I love their dresses. I'm wearing an Excentrique dress right now. I have this dress in 2 colors because I'm so obsessed with it. I admit a lot of their stuff isn't very structured, so in a way that's good because it can fit a lot of body types, but I kind of feel like I always get the same silhouette with them, just from a design point of view. They have this blue lace dress, which is pretty, but I don't like how up the neckline is, but the flutter sleeves are really cute. This is something I already released. It is the bordery skirt. Like, it's embroidered and it has an off-the-shoulder dress that you can put on the shoulder. It comes in white and red, and I really miss embroidery. Like, that was something that was huge in Lolita, and it's not anymore. I don't get what's up with the lack of embroidery. Obviously, I guess it's more expensive, and like prints are like crazy like no tomorrow, so I guess everybody wants to print more so than embroidery stuff, but I really like embroidery. I really like the white version of this, but I don't like the off sleeve feature. I know you can pull it up, but it just seems like that's defeating the purpose of the dress if you have your shoulder up, so that's something I like, but I probably won't be getting. They have this nice shutter guard, kind of damask corset with a skirt. I think the skirt looks a little much because it has those like hip cutouts. I don't get that, but I like the little chiffon-y petticoat. I think the corset's really cute. I like the little bows with the sleeves, and I really like the way they styled Camille in this photo. I think she looks so pretty. Sometimes a lot of the Excentrique dresses kind of swallow her up. It does that with everybody. I feel like my Excentrique dresses, I always look, because my closet's through there, I always look very bigger than I am, but that's just the way the brand is, and I'm just like, whatever, I know how big / small I am, so I'm usually just okay with it. But let's face it, Lolita makes everybody look kind of bigger, because you have all the poofiness. It's just kind of like, let's just make the poof at the hips so much bigger than the poof at the waist kind of style. Sailor dress, which is really cute, and they also have this kind of like Mel version with pants and like this anchor top, which I think is very kind of like 50s pinup-y vibe. I think it's really cute and adorable. Not my style. I don't wear pants, but I think it's really cute. A plaid jacket. This is a green one that they're showing. I assume it probably comes in another color, but I really like this green jacket. I think it's really cute. I have so many jackets, so I probably won't be getting actually anything from this release, but I think that plaid jacket is just really adorable. Really like the plaid. It would be nice if it was a little bit more structured, just because I'm getting into more structured things, I think. It comes with a shawl and a hat as well. They also have this gray jacket. Like, this is like the jacket season, and it has a hat. I don't know if the hat is with the season. Sometimes I think Excentrique, they just have the accessories. It doesn't come with anything, but they have a silver jacket with buttons. It doesn't look like it closes from just the stock photos. Like, I assume it does, but I don't know. Jackets are hard because I have shoulders that aren't small and long arms, so with Excentrique and shirts, I'm just like, but I thought this was cute. I really like the gray color. You don't see gray a lot in Lolita, so I was happy for the gray. And then they have their normal regimental stripe. This one is more of a purpley blue color, very pretty. They have this release in every single season, and they have that bag. Am I the only one that does not remember that they had this same bag and it was on sale and like they couldn't get rid of it? But they have it again. It's really huge, perfect if you have like a little mini laptop and you want to carry along. I have my Miho Matsuda bag, so you know, I don't need more bags. I do have something that I am very interested in. They had this kind of jacket cape that had these white sleeves, and they made that last season, and it was like in a cream color, and it looked really pretty. But it looks like they have that again along with a brown colored corset skirt dress. So that looks very fun. I'm really interested in to see what other colors they have. Maybe they'll have a white, which would be handy because I need a white jacket and I don't have one, or a white cape, Victorian maiden, by the way. So I think that was really cute. They also have a new jacket that's a very red, kind of burgundy red according to the stock photos. So if you want to be a red coat, you can go ahead and get that. It comes with a beret and a nice little corset skirt that goes with it. That's also very cute. I really like the red coat. I really like coats in general. Let's just get that out there. So if it's a coat, I'm gonna like it. I admit it. I do. I think it's really cute, and I think they style the Camille really well. And then they have this strange purple corset, which is like a purple lavender color, which I would like at all. Made this cape that has cat ears on it, and it is really cute, and especially it has a big bow way. And it's more like a big sweater because it looks like the arms are separate from the rest of the cape. So if you want to be a cat sweater lady, go to Excentrique, you do that. They have a lace, like a black lace and a white overlay on top, very similar to 2 years ago. They had a dress similar to that, which I picked up, and it was black and white. But this one has this really harsh kind of line through it, so I don't like that. I think maybe on the white X-white version, which I assume they'll make, probably like a little bit better. And it looks like they have a lot of tassel, like jewelry and accessory things. So that was my opinion of the Nightmare Theater of 2006 Excentrique Audit Collection. What did you think of the collection? Was there any pieces that you liked? I'm going to leave the Excentrique link down below, that way you can check it out too. It's very easy to check it out now that there's not a slideshow. So remember, every Friday I talk about fashion, so subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and get all the fashion updates you want on Friday. So then, until next time, bye bye.